Welcome, everybody. Anthony here with the Bulbaritos, bringing you a brand new live stream. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about the finals of the Osiris League in the Horus Realm Season 3 in Rise of Kingdom. So, if you like this kind of content, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you smash that subscribe button, hit the give me a thumbs up on the video. Lets us know that y'all love our content, as well as consider hitting that bell icon, selecting all, so you get notified every single time we go live, ladies and gentlemen. And if you enjoy yourself and you enjoy our casts and all that kind of stuff, definitely consider hopping on our Discord if you haven't already. I'll have one of our mods drop the link in the live chat. It's also in the description below, along with all of the links if you would like to become a member and join the ranks of the thick burritos. We are 3 members away, I believe, from unlocking our next emoji. So keep up the tremendous work, guys. Huge shout out. I found out today that it happened when we were off stream, but huge shout out to BLS Gaming. They are our first official Chingon burrito. So we do officially have a Chingon burrito. Thank you very, very much, BLS. I looked for you on our Discord, but I couldn't find you. So if you are on our Discord, bud, make sure you hit me up. I did message you in game to kind of get in touch with you, but thank you so much. I appreciate it, my man, for becoming our first official Chingon burrito. Man, I'm so excited. We're building more emojis for y'all guys. We have some funny ones in store. We got some H-Town ones. We got a lot of things going on right now. We're waiting on the arrival of our first official thick burrito merch piece that will be exclusive to our members who want to support the channel. So we're waiting on that. That should be coming in fairly soon. I'll wear it on stream. That way y'all can enjoy it and have fun with it. It's a pretty fun piece, and Mrs. Bulba even loves it too. So, oh man, I'm excited, guys. Let me know how the audio sounds. JM Plays, what's going on, buddy? Please let me know how the audio sounds, guys. I'm making tweaks on the setup because we're making little adaptations to the setup for when I play on the PlayStation, those games, because we used to have to remote in, but I got kind of tired of doing that, and I didn't like that the quality dropped to 720. So we went and picked up a oh my goodness, what is it called? The Elgato, the HD60S, so that we can stream it digitally to our computer and then just play it direct, so we get 1080p gameplay. So yeah, we have that going, but the audio, I have to rework that and do some other things. So please let me know if the audio is okay. And then I also got another headset, but I didn't have time for it. And I got a wireless one from Corsair that just came out, but I haven't had time to mess with it, because that way when we do like the twerking segments and stuff like that, I don't have to do it without with the wire on. So we're gonna be messing around with the setup a little bit, guys. So keep that in mind. Let us know. That way I can stay on top of it, guys. But yeah, guys, let's switch over to the intermission real quick. We'll fire up some music. I'll catch up in chat, and then we are gonna just dive into it, guys. It's not gonna be a super long stream today because we're talking about the championship match. I am going to bring up some talking points that I think are very, very critical for the community as a whole in regards to Osiris League and what we're looking at. Because I think the update itself, the patch notes confuse a lot of people. But we'll talk about that here in a minute. Let me switch over the screen and then we'll get into it, guys. All right. Let me fire up some music real quick. Y'all know where we're going. Going with that Latin fire. Let's see, it might be a little bit lower. Let me know how the music is compared to my voice. It might be a little too loud. There you go, that's probably good. Let me know if the audio is okay with the music, that way y'all can still hear it. I just don't want it dominating over my voice. Okay. So let me catch up in chat real quick. Got to get that first like. Thank you very much, Assassin. I appreciate it. Hello, Burritos. What's going on, Gambit? How's it going, my friend? Tiff, good evening. Good evening. Yes, good evening. It was a long day. grabbing something to eat. Been ready. Be right back. Ooh. Yeah, the missus is waiting for us to eat. She's waiting on me, so that's why if y'all know, if y'all have ever met, well, y'all have met my wife, so when she's hungry, she gets a little table flip action. Let me see. Hey, Bulbaritos, I'm your fan, bro. Hey, JM plays. Appreciate it. Okay, I'm here. All right, let's have some fun. Oh, yeah. Audio sounds all right for me. Perfect. Audio fine. That's okay. Don't sound up, please. Audio is very fine. I love the background music. Cool. Heroes tonight, bro, please. Ooh, H-Town. Everybody with the fuego. We got her. Yes, you love to see it. Look, Mrs. Bulba hopping in. Hurry up and feed me. Oh, shit. I'm in trouble, guys. I'm in trouble. So, oh, man. But, yeah, thank y'all guys for hopping in the stream, guys. I appreciate it. So we're going to start off. Let's start off real quick with topics of conversation. It's just something I brought up to the community as a whole because there seems to be a lot of confusion about it. With the last release of the patch notes for an update that's coming out, there's a topic about the Osiris League Grand Finals. And a lot of people are thinking that because if you didn't see the rules prior to them updating it, that's where the confusion's coming in. So a lot of people didn't read through the little fine print when the rules were before the Osiris League. And in the Osiris League rules before we started, the topic was that there would be an Osiris League Grand Finals, which would take place post-season. And here are the keywords, and I have pictures for it. They would take place in the post-season of the Osiris League between the champions of Horus and Anubis. And it would be a best of 3. Okay. So for those of y'all, I have a screenshot I'll show y'all in a little bit. For those of y'all who aren't sure, that's why it's confusing people, because the patch notes are reading as if it's a best of 3 for the finals and not for a postseason event. So there's confusion because we don't know if it's postseason or if it's for the finals. It also doesn't address, they removed the whole invitational stuff as well. So we don't even know if there's an invitational this year. I assume there is, because I don't think Lilith would axe an event like that. Because of the publicity and free events and rewards and all that kind of stuff. So I suspect there's still going to be something, but clarification on that. I did reach out to a couple people as well as Gecko to see if we could finally get an answer. So I'm hoping that it's not one of those things in the patch note where they just kind of changed the event and made it a best of 3 for the finals. Because it hasn't been best of 3 the entire season. So I feel like that's kind of a rip. I do like the idea of the champions battling for a best of 3. I like that. That idea is cool. But yeah, so that's one of the things I was hoping that somebody eventually will get clarification on, because finals are on Sunday. So it would be nice to know if it's going to be best of 3 or if it's just a single one and they just wrote the patch notes in wrong. All right, let me see. I will eat noodles while watching this. Oh man. Invitational was a trash event. It might have been, but for those teams that were in the top 4, it's extra rewards, as well as an additional event and spectator stuff and all that kind of stuff. So I agree it wasn't the most spectator friendly last season for sure, but I think the rewards that they got, the free rewards for making top 4, along with just providing free entertainment and a free event for us to spectate, I think more than make it worth it. They still got to rework a lot of stuff, but I still like the idea of having an extra event. Hope they axed it. Best of 3 finals would be way better. I'm not sure about that one. I think best of 3 leans in favor of the more experienced team than a team that's coming up with a surprise. But that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. If you give a team more opportunity to do homework on you, I think it just gives the more experienced team a bigger advantage. But we'll see. We're going to talk about that, guys. We're going to go through that. I will bring up the screenshot real quick. That way y'all can see it. Give me 1 second. Let's see if I can find it. There you go. Let me switch screens real quick, and then we will do that. There you go. So for those of y'all who don't know, there's a screenshot that was pulled before the Osiris League. I know I've touched on it a couple times already, but there's the language for it. The key words here, guys, are the postseason event, as well as champions of both realms. Those are the two major ones. Those are the omissions from the patch notes. So that's why it's becoming confusing, because they removed new postseason competition from the patch notes. So it sounds like when they remove that it sounds like it's the finals. So that's just interesting. And as a caster, I'd like to know that, because that lets me know if I'm going to be missing one of the casts or not, because I won't be here for one of the weekends. So it would be nice to be able to know, but we'll see. Either way, it should be a good event. All right, let's get into it, fam. I don't want to waste any time today. Let me see. Agree. Can't surprise a good team twice. Yeah, it's going to be hard. You know what I mean? Like, best of three always will lean in favor of the more experienced team. So that's why, like, I like the idea of it just being one. Or I would have made it a double elimination bracket if I was going to do something like that. I wouldn't do best of three just randomly in championship. Or if you're going to do best of three, I would do all three matches on one day, so that there is no opportunity to game plan for your it's like making adjustments on the fly kind of deal. You do one match at 13, one match at 15, and one match at 17 if you do best of three. That way it gives them an hour in between to plan for it, and then you come. I think, but you have to plan for that. You can't just spread, you know. Yes, back to back. Yeah. See, Lilith wouldn't do that back to back, Queen. That's why I didn't like it. They would do it 3 weeks in a row. They wouldn't do it back to back to back. So, but that's just my humble opinion. I think the element of surprise is going to be a big deal in this coming match, but I don't think it's going to be that, like, OV, no, they've played them already. They've watched them, they spectated them, they've studied them. There's not very much that's going to surprise them, unless there's some secret strat that SFS just hasn't run at all, which could be the case. So we'll talk about that. All right, let's open this up, guys. Let's figure out where we're going with it. Osiris League. All right, schedule championship match, baby. We got SFS versus OV. The storylines are thick, ladies and gentlemen. But before we dive into that, let's go into the breakdown from last week. Our first match on the left-hand side was SFS versus Snow. We casted both of these matches, guys, so those of y'all who were with us already know kind of what happened in the match. But overall, if you missed the match, you definitely can go check it out on our cast. But the long story short, SFS absolutely dominated the middle. And when I mean dominated, I mean without a shout of a doubt. They absolutely wrecked in the middle. Capturing 4 arcs, scoring 15,000 points just with arc captures. On the side of Snow, they did win the structure game. So that's something to keep an eye on, guys. That's something to keep a close eye on. Snow handedly, you know, by 4 or 5K was winning the structure game. So, you know, if you do that against OV, I don't think they're going to clean sweep OV on this match. If anything, I can see them splitting arcs, but I don't think one team or the other is going to completely dominate the mid. So with that being said, what it's going to come down to is your structure game as well as your provisioners. In structure game, SFS was kind of weak last match. And I don't know 100%, guys, if OV used Zenobia the last time that they matched up against each other. If they didn't, it's going to be a big difference, guys. It's not... OV utilizes their Zenobia very, very well, and their March utilization very well. They also tend not to leave buildings unrallied unless they suck you into the middle, like what they did with HKL. and then they just beat you in the middle. If that happens again, it's going to be very interesting to see, because OV adapts very well. So if they see SFS came 5 minutes early, they're going to come 5 minutes and 20 seconds the next time. Or they're going to readapt their strategy to counter whatever SFS is throwing. So it's going to be very interesting. I also think if they watch the match, which I know they did because I casted it with John Wick, you saw the vulnerability that they had when they invested in the middle, as heavy as they did. And I have confidence that OV will take more structures than Snow will. I also have confidence that OV will provision better than SFS. So we're gonna see. But SFS handed it to Snow. It was a great match overall, but the mid game is what kind of wrecked them in the end. And yeah, guys, the provisions were close. I think they were down by 2K, I want to say. I think it was 11K to 9K, I believe. Don't quote me on it. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know that SFS kept it really close. So that was clutch right there. Oh wait, I'm trying to remember which one it was, because there was one where they both had 13K, and then there was one that was like 11 and 9. I don't remember which match is which, so forgive me if I got that incorrect. I don't remember off the top of my head. Yeah, back to back. Oh, I'd hate that. Queen, a lot of people would hate it, but did they ban Slouty? Probably not. Wick game. Hey, Bulba just dropped by to say hi. All right, appreciate it, John Wick. Appreciate it, Wiki Wick. Thanks for hopping in. So, yeah, the way I saw it was when we casted it, there was clearly a dominance in the structure game with Snow. There was clearly a dominance in the middle and running the arc for SFS, and it wasn't even close in the middle, guys. And then provisioning, it came close. They kept it close. It was the arcs that pulled them out, and you know, at the end of the day, you just can't afford to give up 4 arcs to a team like SFS. You just can't. Will you be the surrogate father to my baby? Oh, nah. I can't share. My wife won't let me share. She doesn't like to share. 4 arcs in a semifinal was just crazy. Snow handed them all to SFS. Yeah, that was what was nuts. Is it looked as almost they weren't even trying to contest it, which is kind of threw me off. And then when they did contest it, they did until the death, and then they popped it so early that SFS just backed up and let them kill 30 seconds marching, and then they popped theirs, and then they took them all out. So you know, it's one of those things, guys. But on our right side, let me see if I can bring it over for y'all. There you go. On our right side, we had Rose versus OV. This match was really, really close, guys. You know, it's man, Rose did a fantastic job, and that's what made it really, really hard. The match was really, really good. Came down to the wire, provisioning. They split the arcs, I believe, or it was 2-1, I believe, the arcs. I don't think OV took all 3 of them. I believe they took 2 and 1. I believe. Don't quote me, guys. I'm trying to remember all the stats off the top of my head. I should have them with me, but I don't have the cards. And I believe that the provisions were close on this match as well. So it came down to one of those things. 4 arc semifinals. Yeah, you took all 3? Okay. So then I was wrong on that one. Do you know anywhere that sells homemade beef jerky? Homemade? I don't think I know anybody homemade. I know a lot of friends in South Carolina when we were there that do homemade beef jerky, but I don't think they sell it. They out-provisioned us 11-9. Okay, so there you go. I had it backwards, guys. So the OV Rose was 11-9, and then it was 13-13 on the other side. So they leveled out the provisions on the other side. So that's what it was, guys. Like I was saying earlier, one side was even and the other was like 2K difference. And they had more points in buildings. Yeah. So, guys, like we keep saying, these matches tend to be coming down to the mid game. And that's why I think this week is going to be a phenomenal match to watch. If you're interested in learning about the mid-game strategies and timings and all, we're going to pay special attention this week to the mid-game on our cast, on my cast, because this could be some of the best mid-game strategies that you're going to see in the game. I know structures are important. I know you'll want to see them, and we're going to try to. But the mid-game is what's going to win or lose this match. It's not going to be structures. It could possibly be provisions. Could possibly be. But that being said, I think the mid-game is what's going to decide this. So that's why on our cast, guys, we're going to end up focusing primarily on the mid. We'll talk about keys to victory right now between the two teams. We'll start on SFS. They are coming in as the underdog, the official underdog between these two teams. They're still surprising people, guys. I would still classify them as an underdog. They're very, very good, but they're new. They're new, or new as a team. But SFS. Let me see. Key to victory number 1. First and foremost, they cannot afford to lose all the arcs to OV. There's no way. And I don't think they will. They can't afford to lose all the arcs to OV. But that being said, that kind of leads me into the second key to victory. They also can't pull what they pulled last week against Snow, against OV, guys. They're not going to be able to overinvest and not assume that OV is not going to rally any structures and take them. I'm pretty confident that OV will have their Zenobias and their altars, so I'm sure they're not worried about those. But neutralizing outposts, rallying on their altars, rallying on Shrine of War, Shrine of Life, all that kind of stuff, guys. I think the HKL strat was a whole other thing because they sucked them into the middle, and then it became all about the middle, which might have favored OV, and we just slept on it. So SFS does have a really solid mid game, but if you're going to give up the kind of structures that they gave up against Snow to OV, OV is going to take more of that pie than Snow took. Because overall, I would say OV is a better team than Snow. So if you're going to give them that kind of structure lead, it's not going to get relented. So if you're OV and you know you're going to lose an arc, then you just slow it down as long as possible. You rack up that points per minute on the structure game because they're over investing in the middle. And then guess what? It's going to become one of those penny pincher type matches, which I think favors OV and not SFS. I think SFS need to come out like a sledgehammer and not like a finely tuned weapon. They need to just come out and hit hard and fast. So that leads me into key to victory number 3. They got to work on their structure game. They can't afford to do what they did last week. They're going to have to keep that semi-level. They can't afford to give 4 to 6K in occupation score against OV. OV will punish them for that if they give them any sort of lead like that. So they're going to have to solidify their structure game, their garrison pairs, all that kind of stuff, because I saw a lot of garrisons that I was very surprised to see. I saw Charles in the desert altar, which I think you can come up with a more tanky pair for your best, highest points per minute structure game than that, especially because I saw Theodora out there. I saw Constantine's. I saw a lot of things. I think they can come up with better pairings to solidify their structures so that they keep the structure game close. And on the side of OV, guys, it's simple. It's simple in my mind. Why is it showing different? Oh, because I'm showing the mid. Never mind, it's not showing different. I thought it was showing different. On the side of OV, guys, it's simple. It's very, very simple. Troop utilization, which they do very, very good on. So it's kind of a null point at that point. But taking care of your marches, because and they already know, they know how invested SFS get into the middle. So they are going to need those marches. They're going to need those marches to combat and fight off SFS. I have a feeling, don't mark my words, that OV has something up their sleeve to handle the mid, to tank in AoE a whole lot worse. Similar to how we saw HKL, but a little bit of a spin-off. So when I talk about that, I'm talking about like Herald Alex and having a bunch of them cluster up, or having a Saladin William cluster, or having like, they're gonna have some sort of tanky AoE combo that's just gonna machine gun in the middle, or they're gonna have some sort of unique pairings that's gonna allow them to have less marches in the middle but take out more marches, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm suspecting OV is gonna be doing in order to allow them to be able to rally the structures on the outside. They're gonna need good internal pairings in order to be able to negate the amount of marches that are going to be going in the middle for SFS. The second key to victory for OV is they need to take advantage. If SFS are going to give them that kind of leeway on the outside, I don't know if you really want to. I'm not saying SFS would win it. I just don't know if you want to put all your eggs in the middle basket. That's the only thing I don't know. Because Snow could have easily just held one arc, and that would have been GG's. You know what I mean? If it was me, guys, and this is just me being blunt. I'm not saying OV, of course, wants to try to win the match by any means possible. If it was me, guys, I would take that arc. This would be my game plan. Off the rip, I would overinvest completely into the middle. For OV, completely in the middle, off the first arc, and I would stall every single arc that you could stall, as long as you can stall. The reason being is, I think you have a distinct advantage on the outside lanes that you could clearly take advantage of, and that's what I would utilize. You get that points per minute up, where you're lapping them, or you get up by 4,000 or 5,000 points, then you capture the arc, and then it just dunks on top of it. So you're using the arc to add to your lead, not to break open the lead, if that makes sense. Because I think OV's garrisons, as well as rally pairings and all that kind of stuff, is a clear advantage for OV. So I would take advantage of that. That's just my personal opinion. You slow play the middle to fast play the outside, kind of switch it up, because OV is known for going really hard in the middle. And I'm not saying that they couldn't win every single arc in the middle. What I'm saying is, you have a clear advantage on the outside. On the outside, I would take advantage of it. And once you get a comfy cushion, then you capture that arc and then you reset it. And then that way you're not constantly going back and forth. You're just at a chunk. And then even if you lose the next arc, you still have a big chunk. So that's what I would personally do. Slow play the middle this time, or well, play it fast at first to get the arc, then slow play it to get your ginormous point lead on the outside lanes, then capture it to stack your lead. And then, you know, when you have to capture it, you capture it and you're ready, and then you don't have to overinvest in the middle. Then you can focus on the outside as opposed to having to focus everything on the inside. But that's just my humble opinion, guys. The winner of this match, assuming this is a best of one, just one match. Unfortunately, I think revenge is going to be bittersweet on this one. I think OV will take this one. I think it's going to be close. I think it's going to be by under 5,000 points. I don't think it's going to be a nail biter, because SFS to me doesn't read like a team that's going to win by 20 points. They're either going to win big or they're going to not win, in my opinion. That's the way they read off as, to me, as a team, personally. OV, I've seen them win really tight matches. I've seen them win massive. I've seen them lose. I've seen, you know, so that's just my opinion. The way I see it, I see OV developing some sort of strategy in the mid game that will then slow down. Even if SFS do capture the arc, it'll slow them down long enough to allow OV on the outside lanes to build a big cushion to where the arc becomes a null point. Because OV's mid game is way superior to Snow's. So even if they let SFS capture 2 arcs, I don't think SF or OV will let them capture 3, if that makes sense. Um, so that's why I see the outside lanes, they're going to punish them on the outside. That's the way I see it. Especially if they don't solidify their garrisons. Or I'll put it this way. If you're putting Charles as your garrison, SFS will lose. SFS will lose if they put Charles as garrison. Because all OV is going to do is send an Attila rally and swarm it, and that Charles is going to go really fast. See, the pressure is real. Practice always ongoing. Hey, you got to practice. Will be a great match. Good competitors for sure. I'm excited for it. I'm really excited for it, man. Like that's one of the very few things that I'm actually excited for. I hope it's just one match, because best of 3 I think still lends on the side of OV, on the side of experience, in just my opinion. Got to give the edge to former champ. Experience plus commander advantage, Zenobia. See, but that's the thing. I would say it's multiple experience. I think OV understands they can lose an arc and win the next one. You know what I mean? They're not going to freak out about losing one arc, like one arc capture. They'll come back stronger the next one, or they'll adapt, or they'll change their pairings, or they adapt on the fly really well. And that's the reason why I have it. I don't know. That's just the way I'm seeing it. I'm seeing that the arcs are going to be kind of split. I don't think one side or the other is going to dominate the arc. I think it'll be either 1-to-1 or 2-to-1. I don't think somebody's going to get all 3. I think provisions will be close. I think SFS, if they run the same strategy as last time, I think they'll take the provision advantage. But OV is good enough to understand that if they're sending all that and they're popping all these skills, they'll send 1 or 2 more marches from each person, and then they'll make up that point difference to where it's a very minute difference. So they'll out provision them, but it won't be by 7,000 or 8,000. It'll be by 2. And then I see a clear advantage on the outside for OV. So I think that's where the points are going to be made up. If Snow beat them on structure game that badly, OV is going to beat them even worse in the structure game. So if they're watching this, solidify your garrisons, because Charles ain't going to do it this week. I promise you that. I promise you. Mark my words. Charles will not do it this week. Will not. So hopefully they have more Theodoras. They'll do something else to mix it up, and kind of move it from there. But yeah, guys, we have OV. I have OV taking it. I'm going to end up placing my bets. Let me do that real quick. There's no need to wait for it. I could care less. That's a 3-to-1. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Putting my money where my mouth is at that point. It's whatever. I don't think this lead's going to get very much bigger. Maybe 3. I have a feeling it's going to be like a 2-to-1 at the end of the week, based on the odds right now. I think more people will start dumping into SFS fairly soon. Let's see. I see OV winning the structure game and SFS winning the provisions. This will come down to the arcs. Yeah, Assassin, but see, the thing is, winning provisions only is a big deal if you're winning it by like 5,000 to 7,000. If you're winning it by 2,000, it's not going to make that big of a difference, because the structure game, Snow won by, what was it, 4,500, 5,000 points? And that's because they stopped rallying on the outside. Or no, correction. They continuously rallied on the outside, which is why they had 4 to 5. But they gave up all the arcs in the middle, and OV won't give up all the arcs in the middle. So they're gonna have to choose SFS. I'll put it this way, if OV rallies the same structures like that, I'm fairly confident that OV will send enough marches to stall to where there's only 2 arcs in the game, and at that point, it's not that big of a blow. 7,500 points, or 6,500 points, which is nothing. So OV can stall and keep it at a 2 arc game. Shoot, 6,500 points is nothing. Especially if you split the arcs 1 and 1, that falls even more in favor of OV. So we're gonna keep our eyes on it, guys. I know a lot of people keep saying SFS are gonna win. you need a balance, guys. I don't think there's going to be 4 arcs that are going to spawn in this game. And SFS, based on what I saw last match, have a clear disadvantage in the structure game, which makes up a ton of points. And from what I heard, I believe they didn't use Zenobia last time, which is going to change this game up quite a bit, guys. Zenobia won't win them the match, but it does do like what we always say. It frees up marches. So maybe they switch it up. Maybe they have Zenobia, and when they used to send all the marches to the middle, maybe they send them to the outside structures instead, or you send one side structure, one side in the mid, and you start mixing and matching to where you have those marches to march forward on the map instead of marching to the middle. So there's other plays that haven't been done yet with Zenobia yet that I'm looking forward to seeing. Usually what you're going to see with Zenobia is you're going to see the marches that would normally be swarming Attila both converge in the middle to go help with the arc. I suspect, based on the clear building advantage, that either one or both will stick on the outside. They'll rally with Attila and march up on the field and take their high scoring structures. And if they're a clear advantage on there, then they converge over the top and then come through the middle. That's what I suspect is going to happen, because either way, they're still making it to the middle. It's just a matter of what position they're going to be coming in the middle, from the bottom or from the top. So that's what I think is going to happen. OV. But I'll go the other way because of the odds. Yeah. Normally I would too. I'm just betting to bet at this point. I think my ranking dropped. I don't think I'm 3 anymore. Let me see. Total earnings. I dropped to 5. There you go. I dropped to 5. So I'm doing this purely because I'm trying to win Oryx this week. Not necessarily cash out on the odds, if that makes sense. I need the Oryx in order to hopefully try to make up some of the ones that I lost last week. So, hi guys, those are our bets. We talked about some of the issues. I don't think they reintroduced this back in. Oh, you know what it might have been? Give me 1 second, guys. Oh no, I don't want this. I don't want that. I want this. There you go. Answers our question. For everybody who was confused. There you go. Answers everyone's question. I could have sworn I remembered seeing it. There you go. There's the answer to our question. An exciting new postseason competition will begin at the end of the rest period. Once the playoffs have ended, we will invite the champions of both realms to enter. So this text right here used to be in the rules in the Osiris League. They removed it and put it on the billboard. Have ended. We'll invite the champions of both realms to enter one final battle, which seems kind of dumb, right? Because it's not really one final battle if it's a best of 3. But we'll forgive them for that. The Osiris League Grand Finals. The Grand Finals will be the best of 3 match where the winners can win limited edition city themes and great prizes. A betting event will also be started. They also don't announce whether this best of 3 is going to take place over 3 weeks or whether it's going to take place in 1 day. So that's where the interesting part comes. So there you go. There answers everyone's question who kept saying it's a best of 3 for the championship match. It's not. It's a best of 1. 1-1-1. Found it. Found it, baby. Yeah. Now everyone can stop saying it. Let's not spread the false information. You've changed Bulba. We always go for the odds. Yeah. Don't call me out like that, Abyss. All right. I'm crying inside. He has earned so many Oryx that betting frivolously does not matter for Bulba. I'm just going, listen to your heart. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going with who I think is going to win the match. I think it's going to be a great match, guys. It's nothing against SFS. I know the trolls will hit the comments because they already do. But guys, it's a part of the game. I got to choose. I can't pull a John Wick and float on the fence, which eventually we did get him to choose, but I just can't. I don't have it in me to be on the fence. I just don't. But there you go, guys. Answers the question. for the patch notes, because for those of y'all who were confused about it, the patch notes read really confusing. They should have just put that text in there in the patch notes. So there you go. Problem solved. That answers everyone's question about whether it's going to be a best of 3 for the finals or not. It's not going to be a best of 3. That is an event afterwards. So yeah. What's the name of that song? Of this one? Of this one right here? You asking about this song? Let's see. Yes. Here, I'll type it in the chat right now. There you go. Here you go, bud. Yeah. So, hey guys, I hope y'all are enjoying everything. Like I said, thank y'all so much. I know Ronnie's streaming right now, which is probably why some of the people we normally have aren't here, but that's okay, guys. Ronnie's a good dude, casting some KVK, so you love to see it. But yeah, those are going to be our bets, guys. I will be streaming this weekend, and then I'll probably do one stream next week, early next week, just to wrap up everything. I'm going to try to knock out and get the winner for our Madness tournament solidified before Thanksgiving, because next week is my birthday on Saturday. We're going to be out of town, so there won't be any streams from Wednesday on all the way to the following Wednesday. There won't be any streams, but I do plan on possibly doing like some live stuff, some live video on our Discord from Vegas. It's not going to be streamed because it'll get copyright strike to wazoo. But that way y'all can kind of come along with the journey if y'all want to. We'll stream a little bit when we're in the casinos and show y'all some of the attractions. We also want to do an epic photo shoot in the mountains. So she's looking for dresses and all that kind of stuff. So if y'all want to see stuff like that, we can video. We do photography professionally. So that's why she wants to do some epic photos in an epic dress, standing on a rock and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, hop on our Discord, guys. We're probably it'll be one of those where we hop in voice chat and share the video, and then we can chat with y'all, do all that kind of stuff, see all the actors and the attractions and the Bellagio and all that kind of stuff. In case y'all want to see it, if y'all would like to see it, let me know in Discord. What other news do we have? Three more members. We unlock more emojis, or one more emoji will get unlocked. We already submitted for the new one to be built. We have a cheers emoji that's coming out where 2 modelos are going to be clanking. We have an H-Town one that says orale over the top we're going to be making. We have a yeet emoji where it's going to be me kicking a burrito, yeeting it out. There's going to be a Shadow Realm emoji. So for those of y'all who are accustomed to seeing Yu-Gi-Oh, the old Yu-Gi-Oh, where like Kaiba, some of y'all may not know, where Kaiba was like this and it had like the effect where it looked like that. We're gonna have that emoji. We're gonna have a work emoji for the girls because my wife wants it, where she's gonna be basically like snapping her hands and it's gonna say work. What else are we doing? Oh, the best one. I realized that we didn't have an emoji for when we got a new member, so we're gonna have a thick burrito emoji. Literally, I want a burrito. The missus showed it to me, a burrito in foil, and it has that big dunk. It's gonna have a big ass dunk on it. So when we get a new member, we're all gonna spam the thick burrito in it, and it's gonna look dope. It's gonna look dope. And then we got, what else do we get? We got one more, but yeah, guys, we're gonna be adding those on. For those of you who are already members, make sure that you link up your Discord and your YouTube so you can use all the perks, the member perks on our Discord that show all the codes and all that kind of stuff. If you don't know how, message me and I will help you. It's very, very easy. Nice. Thanks, man. I like the Latin flavor. Yeah, I appreciate it. So this replaces Invitational then. I don't believe it does, Queen. I don't believe it does. I believe this is just a championship battle between the two. I think we're still going to have Invitational, but the Invitational is usually after Osiris League. So if I had to take a guess, it doesn't tell you if it's over 3 matches over 3 weeks or if it's 3 matches in 1 week. It doesn't tell you that. I suspect after reset on Sunday, we'll have an announcement that will tell us what it's going to be. And hopefully there's like a 1 week of rest. That way I don't miss all the casts for it. But if it is, you know, we'll see. But, and then the Invitational, I would suspect, will be right after that. My feeling that I'm having, guys, is I'm feeling like they're doing these extra events so that there's no downtime on the event, if that makes sense. So they're going to have the Invitational. It was for 9 weeks. And then you jump into the grand finals, and then you jump into the Invitational, and then it recycles again. Then you have the Osiris League Season 4. You don't have like a 4-month gap in between the Invitational and the Osiris League. I believe, in my opinion, that's what I believe they're trying to do. That it's a smart marketing ploy, because you want to have the least amount of downtime as possible when it comes to your major events like this, because this is what draws the eyes, guys. We single-handedly built our channel. Well, it's not exclusively on Rise of Kingdoms, but we did a ton of content. I believe after all is said and done, after the Invitational, after the grand finals, after all that, we could have, I believe we're going to be upwards of casting about 35 matches in this season. Probably more, actually. I haven't even gone back and counted. So we're going to see. I believe it was already at like 24 before we got into top 16. So it may be more than that. We might be in like the 40-45 range, but we'll see. I got to go count and do all that stuff. But, hey, we just grinded it out, guys. Y'all been tremendous. Thank y'all so much. What else? That's pretty much it, guys. You know, I don't want to waste too much of y'all time. Go hang out, enjoy your dinner, have a good time. We will be streaming something at some point later in the week. It will probably be Call of Duty, because I really been wanting to play Call of Duty. I also want to test out the new setup. That way I can see if the quality should be night and day. Because you're no longer going to be seeing the stream in 720. When I play other games, when I play console games, you'll be seeing them in 1080p. So it should make a world of a difference. So finals should be best of 3. I don't really like that, though. I wouldn't want best of 3, considering that they just kind of sprung it up. It feels like they just threw it out there. You got to plan for that. That, and if you're a team that's making the finals, you don't even know if it's a best of 3 in 1 day. Is it over 3 weeks? You don't know anything about it. So that's why I don't think it is. They would have announced in the patch notes that it's going to be a best of 3 over 3 weeks of competition or whatever it is. You worked hard for the channel. Hey guys, it ain't over. It ain't over, baby. Trust me. I'm going to try to see if I can get either for this Saturday, I believe I'm going to try to play Ark. It's not going to be for one of the big teams, because all the big teams play on Sundays, so I can't really finagle both of them. Saturday, I am going to try to get one. I don't know. He's had a really crazy schedule. I'm going to try to, if I can, if he's available. Mad Phantom is one that's on my top list. I also want to see if I can get a member from either BBTH or Eve to come on for our next episode on Saturday for our Raiders of the Ark. So I'm going to try to do it every Saturday, guys, because I want that content to kind of be the content that keeps us outside of Arcs. I still want to cast Arcs as well, but that's just additional content, because I know it's very apparent to me that a lot of the content that y'all love from this channel is revolving around the Ark of Osiris. So, you know, if y'all want it, then that's what I'll produce. I still want to do KVK stuff and all that kind of stuff, and we're working on Commander graphics, stuff like that. But that's primarily what I want to focus on, guys, is live content for y'all, raw content, and enjoyable content. That's it. Meet the World H-Town Stream Edition. Oh Oh, meet the mod. Meet the mod, H-Town. Well, H-Town can never get on the mic. H-Town doesn't have a mic. Or else I would. I told y'all that I wanted to do like a mod roundtable with y'all. So Biker, Gambit, H-Town, my wife, have y'all all on. We just chat. We just chat. The burrito, you know, I don't know what we'd call it, but we call it something fun. We can talk. It doesn't have to be all about Rise of Kingdoms. It can be just shooting the shit, you know, doing whatever. But I thought about that, trust me. And I haven't forgotten about y'all either. So the mods, don't forget. If y'all want to, DM me y'all's address and I will purchase y'all's shirts. But y'all got to go check them out. Like I said, it's a single shirt, a regular tee, regular shirt. Go look at the colors, circle, send me a graphic, what color you want. And then that's the one I will buy for y'all. But I need the address, please, and your name. And then I will order it. And that way we can get those orders going. So Gambit, H-Town, Baz, Biker, the Misses. Well, she already got plenty of shirts, so I'm not really worried. But those are our mods right now. I need another female mod at some point, but I haven't seen very many females that dip into every single stream. That's the only reason. Pancho Villa, Meg, I don't know how many times Meg's been here. Meg usually dips in after her match, but that's it. Riri has been jumping in a lot too, but Riri's schedule is weird as ours. Because I'm looking for somebody, guys, a mod. If you want to be a mod, guys, it's like I say, it's active, it's loyal, it's helpful. You know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. You see our mods are here. They're there on Discord. You can always ask them for stuff. They'll help you. Even if they don't know how to do it, then they'll come ask me and they'll at least get the right people in touch. That way we can take care of it. But they carry a load, guys. They carry our load. They help us tremendously. We wouldn't be able to sustain this growth without them. So that's why I reward loyalty. I don't know of any other creator that's giving their mods a free t-shirt. I could be wrong. But that's just one of my very few things that I do as a thank you, because I know the kind of work that they do for us, and I want to show them appreciation. So if you're one of the mods that are here, message me on Discord, just private message me, let me know the name, the address, and then send me a screenshot of the shirt that you want with the color. Like, just circle the color, that way you let me know what color you want, and then I will order in the size. I need to know your size, please. The best streamer, SA, what's going on? How's it going, baby? Baby. Logan, Meg. If Meg shows up, I'm down. Or Riri. Somebody. I know Riri spends a lot of time in Discord, which I like. She's chatting with the missus, with H-Town. So we'll look into it. I'm always looking at surrounding myself with good people. So the more active you are in our stuff, the more I notice you, and then we go from there, guys. But I do appreciate it. Well, ladies and gents, like I said, it's gonna be a short stream today. We only got to talk about one match. I'm size dang. Like, does y'all know what movie that's from? Ooh, I know H-Town knows. First Friday, Friday after next. They do it all the time. Dang. When the girl was walking down the street. Dang. Yeah. Orale. That's the one, H-Town. So that way we can start popping emojis for you. But I appreciate everyone who's hanging out with us, guys. I see y'all. I recognize all y'all's names now. And I'm starting to pick up on it. So the better. You never know. I like to share the love. So there may come a time on stream where I'm just like, here you go. Here's a discount code. And the people who are live on stream will be able to use it. And then I'll lock it down after the stream. We're going to see. We're going to do some fun things, guys. It's not just content for us. I'm here to build the community up, and that's what I love, is our burrito gang through and through, baby. Through and through. So, you know, keep your eyes out, guys. We'll eventually, as the channel grows, we're going to start running surprise competitions and drawings, and that way those that are loyal and constantly show up will get rewarded for it. You know, I don't care if it's the same person winning 10 times if they're one of the 10 people that are showing up. So that's just the way it's going to work with me, guys. And yeah, we're going to be doing that. Gambit, make sure message me as well. I need to add a new role. I'm going to add you in the Chingon, because you did both. You qualified for it because you boosted the server as well as became a member. So I'm going to add you to the Chingon so you can use that discount code. Burrito gang, yes. Pretty soon you'll be able to do it. Copy that. All right. Yeah, guys, all the merch is up right now. The thick burritos. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna surprise you. Y'all want a sneak peek? Let me see. We got 10 people in here. We got 10 hanging out. Let me see. Give me a couple yeses in the chat if you want to see a sneak peek of the merch that I'm working on for the thick burritos. Well, it's not even working on. It's already on its way here. It's already here. Give me a couple yeses in chat, and then we will show it off. Sorry. And then that will be the last thing that I show off today. But that way it's loyal to those people who stuck here the entire stream. Y'all get to see it because most of y'all are the members anyways. Let me see. Where you at? Oh, that's why. Here, give me 1 second. I'm finding the file real quick, guys. That way I can show y'all. All right. Let's see. We download a couple of them. I download a couple so you can see them. Let me see. Share the link. Copy that. Well, these aren't up, H-Town. These specifically aren't up yet. These specifically aren't up because these are going to be exclusive to the thick burritos. So it's going to be one of those guys where I'm going to let you know a release date in the members channels, and then there will be a specific allotment of time that if you want to get them, you can get them. They won't be up forever. We're going to do exclusive releases for the thick burritos and the Chingon burritos. So just so y'all know. All right, you ready? Thick. Then your front. Your front. Then there's the back. That one. You can see the colors on the side as well. Well, those aren't the final colors, guys. So there's a funny one that I think H-Town would probably get because it's super Mexican. And I mean, when you look at it, you think, oh man, I just can't pull the color off. I wish I could. I can't pull this color though. Thick. So there's gonna be a bunch of colors, guys. Yeah, we're working on other ones. I had Fuego. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be for our thick burritos. I'm probably gonna end up doing it in other things as well if y'all want them, doing the sticker, doing stuff like that as well. So, like I said, guys, it's one of those things. You support the channel. We love you for it. In return, guys, I want to give y'all exclusive perks, and that's the main gist of the whole thing. Is I'm not gonna treat y'all the same way I treat just normal subscribers, because y'all are deciding to support the channel, and that means the world to us, guys. So I hope our members enjoyed that. That's gonna be the merch when I get it. I'll be wearing it on stream. You'll be able to see it. I got a gray one for me, and the missus got the baby blue one that you just saw. So we're gonna be rocking them. It's gonna be amazing. I'm excited for it. Copy that, share the link. I believe, did I set up a link for merch? I think I did. Let's see. Is it merch? Did I not set up a link? Do I need to set up a link? There it is. So there's the merch store. But like I said, guys, make sure if you're a member that you go in and check out the discount code that's on that channel before you check out. Okay, so don't forget that. Copy that, share the link. Pickaboo, that's gear. Pickaboo, that gear. Yes. Show us. Yes. Fancy. Nice. LOL. Yeah, so trust me, we have a whole lineup that I'm working on. This is just the first piece, but we want to make a whole thick series. So there's pants you can make. We're gonna make some amazing things. Maybe I'll do some feminine pants where you can put thick on the booty. I don't even know what we're gonna do. We're gonna figure something out. Make it nice and fun for y'all. H-Town has tipped $1. Doral. Looking thick. I love it. Thank you so much, H-Town. Appreciate it, brother. So yeah, hopefully y'all enjoy that, guys. Like I said, thank y'all for supporting the content. Here, I'm gonna flip over real quick. Let's see. I appreciate y'all supporting the stream, the content. My wife and I, even though we're absolutely out of our minds, but we love to see it. I need to take time to clean up this whole mess, but it's starting to come along, guys. We got my wife's setup looking thicker than mine now, which is kind of depressing, but got to keep the wife happy. So yeah, guys, if y'all enjoy this kind of content and enjoy Rise of Kingdoms, come on, join the Burrito gang. And if you want to support the channel even further, join our members. We're growing and growing fast. We're at 17 members already, looking to get to 20. Once we hit 20, we unlock another slot, which then we'll start putting in more emojis for y'all to spam in the chat. And I believe once we get to about 40 or 50 members, guys, we're gonna start doing exclusive members only chats. So the only people that will be able to chat are gonna be our members. And I just do that, guys, because it's a perk. It's a perk. So we're gonna start doing that. And yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you like this kind of content, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Smash that like button, hit the bell icon, select all so that you don't miss a single live stream. Make sure you hop on our Discord, fam, if you haven't already. I'll post the link in our Discord, in our live chat as well. It's also in our description below. If you would love to become a member, guys, become a member. We'd love for you to be able to join. Should be member. There you go. The thickest community on YouTube. Hop on our member squad if you haven't already, guys. Make sure if you do it outside of the stream, guys, let me know, because unless I go check, I don't get notified of people becoming members unless it's live on stream. So thank y'all so much, guys. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very, very much. I will see you all sometime later this week. We'll be doing a couple streams Saturday. Keep an eye out. I'll probably be releasing on our community board who we're going to be interviewing for our episode 2 of Raiders of the Ark. We are going to be casting the championship match and potentially playing an Ark of Osiris ourselves. It's going to be more of a fun arc, guys. So keep that in mind. Most of the competitive arcs are taking place on Sundays, which is what makes it hard. So it'll probably just be a fun drinking arc and chilling with y'all and hanging out, and then that's it. So Thank you all again, guys. I am Anthony with the Bulbaritos, and I will see you all on the next live stream. Bulbaritos out.